Hello everyone, I hope you're keeping well. You're watching Bob's Bangers, the home of all things rubbish. Today we're going to be playing some more Gran Turismo 4. Now normally Friday would be kinda Racer 2 day, however my weekend's built up with more work again, so it's going to be another week with one video unfortunately, but I'll be back to normal schedule next week. It's just because I've been asked to work a couple of Saturdays and it's sort of it does get a bit mixed up for me. So today I think we're going to do the Turbo Cup. I've done some tuning to the chaser off screen. Oh, and the emulator's running like doo-doo today. I have no idea why. So I'm going to do this while I remember, because I will forget. Yeah, we'll turn all that rubbish off. There we go. So the chase is now up to about 370. Oh, there you go, 378 horsepower, which is a healthy amount of horsepower for a car, I think, especially one that's, you know, fairly hefty. I've done a weight reduction as well, so it shouldn't be too bad. I hope. I'm hoping for a good result out of this thing. So let's see what happens. Also, I'm on a monitor again. Hey. Many thanks to my dad for the use of his old one. It's a HD monitor as well, so it should do the job nicely. For those of you who didn't see in the last video, here's our blue Tom's Chaser on some very nice wheels. I don't know what they are, I can't remember, but it's a very cool car. Has the emulator just crashed? No, okay. I don't know if my computer's having a bit of a moment. It's been a few days since I've used it, so maybe it's just taking a bit of time to warm up to me again. Let's give this a go, shall we? I didn't even look at the competitors. RX-7, is that a GNX? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what this Thomas Chaser can do. The S4 shot off the line. That was incredible. Oh, the neon's blocking me. It's not even the version of Fuji that I can cut and cheat. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on with my emulator? It's absolutely resenting life right now. Whoa. Okay. I think it's having a moment. I think we're fine. What is in that RX-7? Well, obviously a rotary, but it is flying away. Oh, we're better in the corners though. Lovely, 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 lovely. This is nice to drive. I think I could probably do with another 30 horsepower, but I am skint because I spent all my money on the Tom's Chaser. I don't know what car I get from this either. Hopefully something decent. Whoa, stop freezing, man. Oh, that's really annoying. Well, I'm going to continue recording. Unless it crashes, and then this footage will never see the light of day. Okay. Come on. Come on. That RX-7 is so fast! Okay, I don't think I've got an answer for that on the straights. Let's go into fast view. Come on, let's see what we can do here. It is I mean, we're doing 160 miles. Okay, you ain't got no brakes though. Get forwarded. Yes. Okay, okay. Look at the boost pressure. We're off the charts. I hear it. I very much hear it. See, this is the sort of race that I like, where it's close. And we were definitely faster in the corners. I don't know if that's because of sports softs from factory or what. Well, not from factory, I guess, because this is technically a tuned car anyway, but I wonder if this will be I wonder if this would qualify for the tuning car championship as well, because I don't want it just to be used in one race and that's a sort of one and done type thing. I know the RX-7's back there. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. Oh, why did I've been playing too much of other racing games. I thought the right thumbstick looked back, but it doesn't. I've been pressing the button for it as well. No! No, 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 no. Oh my. Oh, this is close. I'm gonna have to block like mad. No, no, no. No, 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 no. This is my track. Oh. Yeah, this thing's good. I mean, come on, it's a chaser. We all knew it was going to be good, but this thing's really good. It sounds pretty good as well, all things considered. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to block like an absolute lunatic on the back straight here. If it's a twisty track, I think we'll be fine. Skill issue. Oh, I can hear it popping and banging back there as well. Come on. No. Man, this thing's fun. I bet with the traction control off, it's pretty good as well. I bet you can do some skids. I've never actually tried sort of drifting in Gran Turismo 4, I guess. So maybe I can play around with that, see what happens. But topic of discussion for today, guys. I've been playing the Crew Motorfest. And I have to say, I went in expecting it to be awful. I really did. Crew 2, the concept was fantastic. You know, here's all of America. Enjoy it. Like, no, 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 no! You dog! I can't believe that. Sugar. Oh, no. That sucks. I still got 5,000 credits, though. Okay. RX-7. RX-7. That's a bar first as well. But, yeah, as I was saying, I was expecting the Crew Motorfest to be garbage, to be honest with you, because the handling physics in the last Crew games were awful. The planes were pretty good, but, like, I don't know, the cars were just rubbish. However, I have to admit, I'm thoroughly enjoying the game. It's a good laugh. You know, the map feels much more alive than it does in, what's it called? Horizon 5. So, I think there's, I still think needs some work. I think there needs to be more event variety. The online is diabolical. Like, there is no getting around the fact that the online is absolute dookie. 419 horsepower. That should help. Oh my god, we've got 58 credits. How did we go from 118 something, or whatever it was I was on, to nothing? This is what happens when you buy Japanese cars. You skint yourself. But yeah, there's definitely work that needs to be done to the game. However, all things considered, I think it's a laugh. I think it's good fun. And I look forward to see where the game goes. I'd love to know what your guys' opinions are on it, so please do like, comment, subscribe. I'll throw it in there now. Speaking of subscribers, what happened, guys? We're up to 70-something, 77 I think now. Thank you very much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. It looks like that Need for Speed Underground 2 stream is going to be going ahead in Christmas if we keep this up. Is that a Mark 1 Focus RS? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that car was in the game. Hang on. Why does the chaser sound so weird now? Doesn't even sound straight 6. Sounds like a lawnmower. What the hell? Come on. And we've done all these upgrades and the RX-7 isn't even here. Oh wow, the ESPRIT's pretty fast though. What is going on with that ESPRIT? What am I doing? You can tell I've been away from the game for a while, can't you? So why is it that the cars have just like suddenly jumped up 1,000 horsepower? And why is... Oh, this chaser sounds awful now. I'm half tempted to put the stock exhaust back on. I mean, 420 horsepower is not... That's no slouch in a car like this, but... Oh, dear. I mean, we were doing 160 something down the straight last time. I'll be curious to see what it's doing now. That spree had so much mid-range throughout those corners as well. I mean, my driving's not helping much, but... I have got this spree. Thinking about it, I do have a turbo spree. I think JM on Cars just had a turbo spree on his channel and it was gorgeous. Great guy, great videos. I mean, I imagine if you're subscribed to this, you're probably subscribed to him as well. But if you're not, go check him out because he's amazing. What is in that spree? No! So with an extra 40 horsepower and a bit of a bump from the ESPRIT, we've gained, what, 5-6 mile an hour? Not anything significant. I'd say, oh my god, what is the ESPRIT doing? Yeah, the Chaser sounds like a Honda now. Doesn't stop it from being awesome. I do wish it had that 1J sound though, because in terms of straight sixes, it's the E46 M3, the 1J that came in basically everything, and what was the other one that I fell in love with recently? Oh, XJR straight six. I prefer the V8 personally. I'm a V8 guy, but that thing's magic. Big supercharged straight six, 4-litre straight six. I think only a Barra is that sort of displacement when it comes to inline engines. So yeah, awesome bit of kit. I'd love an XJR. I mean, they're the bargain of the century right now. It's definitely on the 2-own list. Straight 6 or V8, I would not be fussed with either. Like, they're just cool cars. I'd love to see some of the old Jags in video games. I'd like to see more of like the you know, XJRs, S-Type R. I think there's an S-Type R in here actually, but like classic XKR8. You know, there's some really cool Jags that have been excluded from games. I know licensing's an issue, so, but it'd be cool to see them back, or just see them in general. And you know what? I would happily take a bunch of mundane cars and SUVs if it meant that we got the cars that we want in games. Like with Forza, I would happily take a Prius and a load of base model Yaris's and all sorts of things like that if it meant that we got a Chaser and a Glanza, for example. And I don't think I'm probably alone in thinking about that either. You know, I'm sure getting licensing is quite a difficult thing, especially for old cars these days, but it'd be really cool if you know, these game companies started trying to strike some deals to actually make it happen. Because, you know, there's cars that the communities have been asking for in games for ages, and we just haven't seen it. I mean, e.g. Civic and bloody Forza, I haven't seen it since Motorsport 4, for Christ's sake. And let's be honest here, like, an EG is probably one of the most definitive Hondas. I mean, the first Fast and Furious film had I guess there's a different chassis code for them, but effectively EG sedans, or saloons, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, or were they coupes even? I can't even remember. I think they were coupes, actually, tell a lie. But, yeah, like, obviously they'll rise to hell, but come on. Like, it's an iconic car. It should be in these games. I'm ranting. But, it's a very valid point. Look at that. 40 horsepower. 125 point race as well. To be fair, that ESPRIT did have me worried. Oh, dear. Why is it telling me I've only got 393 horsepower? I swear, the game's so broken when it comes to stuff like that. It's like, oh, your car's now 419 horsepower. By the way, you've just gone into a menu and it's lost 30 horsepower. Oh, by the way, you've just gone into the main menu, it's gained 70 horsepower. It's like, just make your mind up, man. Like, how much power does it actually make? High-speed ring, I think we may need to chuck another sort of 20-30 horsepower in it. Especially if it's telling me I'm only making 400. Bloody hell. What have we got? I mean, we know that S4 is going to rock it off because it's just an absolute animal. Okay, I don't know what it is. Oh, the Eclipse is holding up the Evo. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think they're front-wheel drive in this game. I could be wrong, though. Let's go. Come on, come on. Oh, wow, the Eclipse has got some go. Nah. Sounds like when your phone's on the side or something. That's awesome. Oh dear. Oh, they've got nothing in the corners. Nothing. That is a colour. That is one of the colours of all time. I mean, I love that generation of Audi. Like, that's sort of the like the Mark 1 A3 is 8P, and I think that's a B5 A4. I love them. Like, I would genuinely love to have a an old school RS4, S4 saloon, or, you know, S4 wagon. I mean, I used to have an 8P 180 A3, which is a lot of letters and numbers, I know, but it was a fantastic little car. I mean, it was a bit dull, don't get me wrong. Like, in terms of 180s, I don't get the hype, but I don't know what it was about that car in particular, but I absolutely fell in love with it. I miss it. And I know it came up for sale on Facebook Marketplace a little while ago, and I just wish I had the cash to buy it, because I would have it back in a heartbeat. I called it penny, because no matter how many times I filled it up, it would always go a penny over it. It used to annoy the hell out of me. But I think it's on 20 owners now. Something stupid. But it was my first, like, turbocharged van car. I've now got a diesel Golf, and it's a diesel Golf. It's a Mark 7. Like, it's a nice car. It just bores the absolute living hell out of me. But yeah, that A3 was wicked. I think it had the checkered seats in it, and me and my mates couldn't figure out if it was mapped or not, because there's so many of them that have been mapped without proof, and there's ones that haven't been remapped and they reckon that they've been mapped without proof. I paid 600 quid for it, which is not something you can do these days. But yeah, it was a wonderful little car. It really was. A bit heavy and a bit fat, but that's relatable. I'm a large fat man. Like, I don't know. I guess I just related to it on a spiritual level. You could say. I would love an 8P S3. No, it's not 8P. It's 8L, isn't it? 8P is the second gen. It was 8L, I think. Whatever the first gen A3 was, it's all confusing. Why have they got so many different bloody numbers and letters? But yeah, the first generation S3 is like, it's one of my sort of obtainable dream cars, if you will. Like that. I can't remember the colour. I used to be a wealth of car knowledge, and it's all gone. Oh, I don't know. That's what happens when you get old. But like, they did like a sort of dark blue, or what did I say dark? It's more like a rich blue, like a sort of bright metallic blue type colour. And I want an S3 in that colour. I think it would be a 225 engine. I know they did like a 210 as well. They did a load of engines in them. They basically just scribbled out the horsepower number and wrote a new one on every time they wanted to release a new model. But like, I don't know, just I think they've aged very well. I think they've got that sort of retro cool look. That's ESPRITs are just 8 doo-doo. But yeah, I don't know. They're cool cars, and I really do miss it. I'd love to have another one day, but I'd also think I'm also thinking to myself, onwards and upwards. You know, I mean, then again, we are talking to the man that had 4 Toyota Yaris's. 4 of the things. I had a 1.3 SR, I had a 1 litre, I had the 1.3 Frenchie, and I had a T-Sport, which exploded. Cool car. I love the T-Sport. That brought out a side of me I'm not proud to admit. I used to rag the living shit out of that car. I really did. I used to abuse that thing. But it was good fun. I really did enjoy that car. But, I don't know. Also, I do apologise if I seem a bit more stuttery and all over the place. It's been a long week. But we're here. We're here and we'll play one of my favourite games. And then hopefully once this goes out, we continue making videos through into December. If we hit 100 subs, I'll be playing another one of my all-time favourite games in front of all you guys live. Hopefully I can get a better mic for that as well, because I know my headset sounds awful, but it's what I've got to deal with at the minute, so you have to suffer through it too. I have absolutely no shame in admitting that. I don't care. I do care. I want to make better content for you guys. You know, I want to get better for these things. I want to speak to a good friend of mine about getting some intros and outros and stuff made. You know, I want to make this proper. The Supra is doing Supra things. I don't know. It's quite funny, isn't it? Like, you always watch videos online of Supras just like decimating stuff because they all make a billion horsepower. And then you watch some old best motor vids and the Supra's always at the back of the pack or like mid-pack. It's never at the top. But it's because it's more of a luxury GT car than it is a sports car. And I'm not going to lie, I'd have a Mark IV Supra in a heartbeat. I would take an NA automatic. I really would. Because I just love the things. I think they're wicked. And not just that, if you get an NA automatic, you know, with enough time and money and skill, which I have none of, you can turn it into a turbocharged manual or whatever if you want to anyway. But yes, I don't know. I wouldn't say like they're not like my favourite car of all time. I don't even think they're top 10 for me. They might not even be top 20, but they're cool. I have a lot of respect for them and what they represent in the car community, and there's no getting around the fact that they sound incredible with a big turbo and an exhaust on them. Like, I don't think you'll find a more dramatic car than sort of a modified Supra. Unless you have like a ginormous supercharger coming out of a V8. Okay. This is easy. This is nice. To be honest, I thought I'd struggle more here. I really did. But the chase has come good. Wonderful. I've got a Copperberg spiced apple cider staring me in the face to the side of me there. Side of me. Get it? Yeah. No, it's tasty. I'm not a very big drinker. I drink once in the blue moon, but I decided I'd have one tonight. And I opened it. It's probably going to be lukewarm by the time I get to it because I started recording. Oh well. It will still be tasty. Where are we? There we are. I've been in talks with my friends about what I'm going to be replacing the Golf with. Hopefully, early next year. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm really wanting a Mark III TT. Oh, don't lag! I want the Mark III TT Quattro DSG, or S-Tronic, I guess it would be if it's an Audi, but it's a DSG. It's 230 brake, 4-wheel drive. It's a Haldex, so basically it's a front-wheel drive car motor. It's basically just a nicer looking Golf GTI, and not that the Mark 7 GTI is a bad looking car at all, because it's not. It's a very, very good looking car. A good friend of mine, in fact I say good friend, he's my best mate. He's got a GTI, and it is epic. I love that thing. All tuned up as well. I think it's 340 horsepower. I think the printout says. It's mapped and exhaust and intake and all the usual Golf things. But I'm shocked at how well it puts down the power considering it's front wheel drive. It does just keep pulling. And the thing is, it's fun. Like, the thing about 4-wheel drive cars is, like, they're very capable, but I think you'd struggle to find the ones that are fun. I mean, Subarus, I guess, like, the noise that they make and, you know, the fact they kind of play. Same with Evos. Like, the Jap performance 4-wheel drive cars would be a lot more fun, but German 4-wheel drive performance cars, not really. I mean, like I said, they're very capable, but 9 times out of 10, you'll find that they're just quite clinical. That being said, the best car I've ever driven, and my absolute favourite car I've ever driven, was a Audi R8 V8. I did one of those supercar track days. What a thing! And this is, and considering they let me drive a Hurricane afterwards on that track day, when I was meant to be driving a Camaro and a Mustang Classics, but they broke down or something like that. And I walked away loving the R8 more. I think speaks volumes. But, yeah, I don't know. I just, what was I talking about? I've completely lost track of... I've completely lost track of my train of thought. That was it, the TT. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a really cool thing to have on a day-to-day basis. The fact that it'd just be sort of quick all the time. Well, quick enough for me, anyway. Like, you know, come rain or shine. And with how awkward it is for me to get to work, that when it snows, I'll have some sort of capability to get to work still. Yeah, I think it's a good choice. I did also think about getting a M135i, but I don't wear enough flat caps backwards. I don't own enough tracksuits to own one of those. I'm chatting shit. They're cool cars. I really, really love them. I do. I must admit. I think the fact you can get a 3 litre turbocharged straight 6 in a hatchback is incredible. But I don't know. It's there's options. There's options to what I want. But I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Sort of. I think I've already brought this up in a previous discussion, but I would genuinely like to have some input on this, guys. If you're willing to comment down below, and this is for the UK stuff, obviously. So, you know, you can't just comment, "Oh, you should buy a $2,000 Cobalt." As much as I'd like a Cobalt SS, what am I doing? I mean, second place is second place, but I'm actually ashamed of that. That was terrible driving. But yeah, like, I don't know. There's options. I mean, everyone knows like the basics, like the S3 Golf R GTI, M135i, I guess. But yeah, I'd be interested to know if you guys have any ideas for cars that I might have missed. Basically, I mean, it'll be on finance because I'll be trading in my Golf because I don't care about your opinion. But really, I don't really want to spend any more than sort of £300 a month. There'll be a sort of £1,000 deposit on the car on top of the Golf. So, but we'll call it a £1,000 deposit just for finance sake. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think, and maybe if you can tell me if there's any cars that I've missed, or maybe there's an option to go classic. I'd like to do that. I remember there's a classic car dealership back where I used to live in Corby called Auto Union, and me and my mates used to pop in there every now and again, and they used to have a beautiful Saab. I think it would have been a 900 turbo. I just fell in love with it. It was just one of those cars that it was in such good nick. And this was right around the time that Mighty Car Mods were doing the Wasabi versus Too Sexy videos. So I was already sort of in the mood for a Saab. So yeah, I don't know why, but it was that and a bright red 205 GTI 1.9 sunroof that I always used to stick in my mind as cars that I'd love to own. I mean, I've driven a 205, as I said in the previous video. That thing's magic. Ooh. Don't hit the wall. I'm sure that's the correct racing line through there. I promise you. I'm a professional. Yes. Lovely. Oh, does it hit 69 mile an hour in second gear? That's epic. Wonderful. Nice. Nice. Oh, God. Let's have a look. Yes! Wonderful. Not the 69 Chaser. What is with the car sounds, man? It sounds awful. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the prize car is from this championship, to be honest. I've sort of just been driving through it and sort of waffling along. Brake! Look at that blurry Infinity. Nissan Skyline. Yeah, Infinity. Good God. The Cadillac sign. I know there's there's one of the special events that gives you a Cadillac CN, I think that's what it's called. A car that I remember vividly from Midnight Club 3, not from Gran Turismo, but apparently is absolutely broken in this game. So, I mean, that'd be cool, kind of cool. I can't remember your name, but if you're watching the video, please do comment because I completely forgot. But you told me how to get the Nardo. It's in one of the events, and yes, I'm getting the Nardo because it's just one of those cars that it's sort of been forgotten in time, hasn't it? Like the W12 Nardo Volkswagen. Could you imagine what it could have been if Volkswagen actually built it? Truth be told, with the way it's styled, I don't think it'd look out of place in a modern supercar market. Especially now that you've got the Bentley twin-turbo W12 engine to slap in it, like, or what are the model ones making? The Super Sport's making like 700. Like, that'd be a fast car. That'd be a really, really, really fast car. I think that'd be a hell of a thing for Volkswagen to build. Like, just all the engineering's there. Just make it a bit safer. You know, pretend you're gonna make an electric one. Slap the W12 from the Continental Super Sport in there and call it a day. Have a genuine Ferrari killer. That being said, I don't think many people would buy it because it's got a Volkswagen badge on it, and so many people these days are badge snobs, which is a shame because it means they miss out on genuinely good cars. All these people buying Teslas when they could be buying Hyundai Ioniq 5s or Kia EV6s. I'm not an expert in EVs, they could be garbage for all I know, but all I know is, if I had to buy an electric car, it'd be one of those two. I actually really like the Ioniq 5. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, electric cars save the planet and all this, because quite frankly, I like engine noise and all that, but it is looking like we're going to be moving that way. And when I'm forced to change, then I will be forced to change into the electric car that I want, which is the Ioniq 5. Dual motor though, has to be the quick one, because I'm not sacrificing noise and performance. But it's such a cool looking thing. The styling's futuristic, but it's done in a way where I don't think it's going to age the car. Like the BMW i8, I think that's aged beautifully, because it's still, like, you could release that car today and it still look modern. In fact, it still looks futuristic, let's be honest. I'd like to go in one of those. They seem like quite interesting cars. Midfield Raceway. 3000 ZX. No, what? I'm mixing cars up here. 300 ZX. I'm having a day. And there's a 3000 GT in front of it, that's why. I mean, not being funny though, I've beaten everyone here in a 4-door saloon car. Oh. Yeah, nah. How about no? I'm not even going to entertain that. Okay. This thing does not get off the line very nicely. I think that was a perfectly timed gear change, don't you? Oh, what a machine. Okay. The Audi's done the same thing it did last lap. It's off again. I mean, the thing is, like, the 300ZX is fat. Like, it's a big heavy car. The 3000 GT is fat. It's a big heavy car. It's a cool one though. That's got to be my favourite generation of it with the mad wing. The RX-7 is not fat and it's very powerful. The S4 is doing a lot better than I thought it would. And I don't know what that is. Is that an ESPRIT up in front? Oh, I may need to bring out something different to get the ESPRIT. I could always throw sports tyres on the Nissan 350Z race car if it gets dire. That could be fun. Because let's face it, on a track like this, the ESPRIT is just going to bugger off. Oh, its gearing might be bad though. It might just top out on the straight. I doubt it though. Let's have a look though. You never know. Is it Magneti? Oh, I can never pronounce it. I think they make like camshafts and stuff for Italian cars. I was trying to convince an old acquaintance of mine, I shall say, who will not be named, to throw one of their camshafts in his Punto. He had a 1.2 Punto. I mean, for 300 quid, it would have picked up a little bit of top end. It could have been a good laugh. He only paid 300 quid for the car, I think, or 400 quid for the car. So, but never happened. Ended up running it into the ground like everything else. But yeah, no. I think it'd be it's just stuff like that I'd love to be able to just sort of fork out the money for. Just, oh, I wonder what happens when you put a turbocharger and a big camshaft on an 8-valve Punto. I'll go buy the cheapest Punto out there and slap it together. Like, I'd love to be able to do stuff like that for you guys. And if the channel ever gets to the point where it's making enough money for me to buy stupid little project cars and stuff, I'd love to know what sort of cars you guys would love to see on the channel. And I am staying true to my words. I've been looking at prices and they're doable. We'll buy a Minica. I will buy a Mitsubishi Dangan Minica, whatever it's called, and it'll be a manual for the channel. But only if the channel gets to the point where it's making enough money for me to be able to import one, because they're like 7 grand imported. For a decent one though, in all fairness. Whoa, ESPRIT! No, sugar! What am I doing? Come on. Come on! Right. I don't want to resort to this, but if it comes down to it, I will Forza him. Or her, you never know. Or them. Like I said, I don't discriminate. Come on! Come on! No, 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 no! No! This is going to be close! This is a race. Who thought the ESPRIT and a Chaser would be the best matchup we saw today in today's video? Okay. Oh my god. No! Alright. I'm going to have to fend him off like an absolute you-know-what. I mean, it's the same engine. What are you doing, my man? I think we've got it. I think we're there. Up in 5th gear. Woo! Yes! That's what we're talking about. Awesome. Okay, successful video. Oh my god, man. I'm glad I'm only doing one video this week because I don't think I'd make it to tomorrow. Oh dear. Alright, let's see what prize car we win. Come on. Whoa! Sick! Cool, okay. I was talking about drift cars as well. Okay, we might have a play in the next video trying to skid this about. But I think I'm going to leave the video there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's good to be back again. Like I said, I apologise it's only going to be one video this week, but we'll be back to normal next week, and we'll get Kaido Racer, Gran Turismo. I might do 2 Gran Turismo videos next week. We'll see what happens, but thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.